it's a bright and sunny day here, as you can see. I'm going to give you a little bit of a guided tour of our equipment in our rehearsal room. So I'll just pop round here. This is the first thing that seems to generate a lot of delight when people see it. It's the laser harp. It's got 4-foot switches. These give me octave up and down, and these two here will allow me to pick and choose between the patches in an up and down fashion. And guitars and things, they're not used with the band. That's an AX1 remote, which you'll have seen before, and then Tracy's remote there, which has got this little arm and a camera on the end. That's so that we can put the picture up in the big screen behind us when we're playing. You'll notice there's not one on mine. That's because I don't want people to see what an appalling keyboard player I am. Then moving on, this is the Moog Liberation. It's basically a hernia on a stick. It is a real synthesizer, a real Moog synth, but on a wooden background, unlike these things, which are just MIDI controllers. As I say, it's a real hernia to use. And then Tracy's pink guitar there, and an electric sitar. Surprise, surprise, we don't use those in the show. And again, on the guitar from here, we've got another one of Tracy's guitars there, and then my three basses, in fact, 2 Fenders there, and an old, what is it? It's a Steinberger. Yeah, right. Tracy's guitar amp, my bass amp, and then this whizzy-doody thing, which isn't turned on now, just gives me like multiple effects. It's an absolute monster. And lastly, on this side, a not working yet analog that we're building, and a lot of junk as you have, but this analog, once it's done, it's a clone of a Moog 55. Stage front keyboard, that one's going to be out front so we can play a bit closer and personal to the audience. And now with a whip pan zoom thing, whatnot, doobry, that's an Ubris and more junk. Right, this gear here. This outstation usually sits up in the gods, and we control the videos, playing of backing video behind us, cutting the camera, control of the lasers, etc., etc. We have somebody clever to do that because it's way beyond my abilities. Now, I'm sure this is the bit you're really interested in, so we'll get on to this. I'll try and demo it as we go. On the bottom here, this is one of the new M4000 Mellotrons. Like an M400 Mellotron, it is a real tape replay instrument, so pressing the keys there is bringing in the tapes, playing back whatever sound we've got. And this thing's got 8 separate sets of banks. Each bank has 3 sounds. So instead of having just 3 sounds as on a normal M400, there's 24 different sounds. Moving this selector here will change the sound. There's the choir again. And finally, in the A position, that's a violin sound. Up on top, we've got a virtual mellotron. This is a mematron. Very, very importantly, you have people like him around to bolster your confidence while you're playing. Mematron's not a real mellotron. It uses recordings of mellotron tape. Like that. Pretty convincing. And then on the top, just some outboard effects which we use with the mellotron. This fella here gives me... don't know if you're going to hear that on the video, but it gives you a swirly Leslie sound, and then this fella here is a virtual tape echo. And finally, so we can get the old Mark II mellotron sound, just an equalizer there. Okay, the next station here, bottom of the stack, JD800, beautiful synth. We're using things like Jean-Michel. But when we play it, we try and play it right instead of like that. Told you I was crap. This is a new addition to the synth line. It's not even switched on yet, not plumbed it in. It's a quasi-MIDI Raven. Jarre used one a lot on Oxygen 7-13. And then top of the stack, another Jarre favourite, the Nord lead. We use this for big fill-in bass sounds. Microphone there, that's just so that, so you can talk even. And then, that's not Floyd. No, that is Floyd. That's not Jarre. And Tracy's bunny's ears. The rack. Up top, Access Virus, brilliant synthesizer, virtual analog, we use that a lot. Then outboards up there that you can see, they're radio transmitters for our in-ear talkback, and somebody else who's important to the show there. Not to mention this poor fella here. Big hole in the rack. The MKS, the Super Jupiter's gone. Great instrument, wonderful instrument, but a bit of a one-trick pony. XV380 there, amazing workstation of sounds. The things that are in that are unbelievable, including mellotrons, which are, well, as you've seen, we use mellotrons a lot. And then so does Jarre. D550 here. Moving down, the first of our samplers, this one's ALF. We have two samplers identical in the system, just to improve the amount of memory we've got available. FS1R, which is sort of son of Yamaha DX7, amazing for those bells and things, but also some other good sounds on there, like choirs, which we use. Virtuoso, which is our full orchestra, but it's also capable of giving us the good Selena. Wait a minute, here we have it. And then the second sampler, submix, so that we can get all the extra instruments into the system, because we've got too many channels now. We're greedy like that. Chord wave station there. Very complex sounds on the wave station. Not using it a lot yet. Another D550, and then drawers of assorted junk. Thus ends the tour of the rack. Right, now this is the bit you don't normally show people. It's like when you sweep all the rubbish under the carpet. It's all the hidden wires and things, as you can see. There's a lot of rubbish around here. Unfortunately, it's rubbish that we need. Right, now this station here, not switched on. This controls our lighting. We have memories which we play back, and if we bung the memory to start at the correct time, it stays in sync throughout the tune. And stuff up on the top which controls variously. This is a strobe effect thing which fires all strobes all over the stage. These just switch on lights. Haze control to control the haze in the air. And then the famous pyrotechnic board, which that's the thing we use to make sure that we get the waterfall on Band in the Rain wrong every time. We can't let you down now, can we? And then there's the main mixer, and moving up, the monitor for the sequencer. Now this is the other front station, and as before we've got another MIDI mother keyboard, which channel select there, we can select whichever channel we want, and it will play whichever instrument we happen to select the right number for. It's on the sampler at the moment, so we should get the same string sound again. Which we do. You'd think I liked C minor, wouldn't you? Right, D50. The D50, this one I've had since D50s first came out, back in the 80s. So it's been with me a long, long time. But basically, very beloved of Jarre. Jarre's machine run, which is one of the patches that's on it there. Can you see that? Used for Revolution's Overture. Then here we've got a vocoder. This is a VC330 or a VP330. We use it for doing revolutions. So sort of, if I go revolution, I mean you do it without me doing that, but you get the general idea. And then on the bottom of the stack, we've got another mellotron there. This one again I've had for a long, long time. Beautiful instrument. Foot switches there, allowing to get sustained things. Same for the other stack. And then finally, a new project which we're working on now, trying to integrate into the system. These are Simmons drum pads. And if I leg it round the front, they're going to work with these units here. And they'll allow me to assign any MIDI note to any particular pad. And then hitting the pad, I'll be able to trigger samples, etc. But I can also use it as a conventional drum kit if I want to do too. And then finally, what else to say? Oh yeah, a bit of rubbish that's leaving. No, whoops, did I say rubbish? A bit of redundant gear there, and then somebody that